Hi everyone, just wanted to cover how the limb control works and how its attributes can be edited to get different effects. So to get started, I'm just going to make a ragdoll for this tail system. Set the root here to be kinematic, and then we'll just simulate that basic system. So quite a floppy looking tail right now. And then we're just going to go to weight shift limb control. I'm going to do limb control across the entire hierarchy. We'll just have a single control, so just share a single control for the entire hierarchy, and parent the control to the branch. So go ahead and create the limb control. I'm going to change this to show the strength and damping, just to make things a little bit simpler for this early explanation. So create the limb control. So now you'll see we have a strength and damping value for this limb control, and so if I simulate, right now the limb has a strength of 4,000, so it's quite stiff. But if I select here and I change this value to maybe 500, you'll see it goes a lot weaker. And what all the limb control is basically doing is simulating the behavior that is typically necessary, where you decrease the strength as you go down a limb. So if I look at each individual segment of this limb, you'll see that the strength here is 350, the strength here is 300, and the strength there is 250. So the limb control is just tapering down that control strength here. So you have a strength here of 500 and a damping of 100, and we're just reducing those values as you go down the limb. And you can come back to the limb control and you can control how much it falls off down the limb in the attribute editor. So here in the arm control, we'll ignore this for now, that'll be a separate video. But you can see that the pose strength falls down, distribution goes down across the limb. So it's half as strong at the tips, but we can make it much weaker at the fingertips than it is at the base. Let's see what that looks like. So now you have much weaker fingertips, or you could say you want to keep it strong up until the wrist area probably there, but still have somewhat weak fingers. Maybe that's not weak enough. Let's see if we can get these fingers to go weak. So there you go, you can see that finger is getting weak. Maybe we need to alter it a little bit different. Obviously, using a curve to just sort of simulate how the pose strength should go all the way down the limb here. In this case, we still have a pose strength of 50 here and a strength of 84 there, etc. So you can sort of tweak your limb control settings here, your fall-off ramp, to get the sort of effect that you want, the fall-off that you want for the strength value, and then you can just manipulate a single strength and damping value here for the entire limb. So I set the strength to 4,000. And so that's a strong limb all the way down, or maybe 300. Much weaker. So that's the basics of a limb control. So it's just a way of distributing strength and damping values down a limb, and you can change how that works by going to the attribute editor, and then you can modify these curves, and that's how the strength and damping is distributed.